Well, Mbeumo to Man United talks commence. Jacob's been breaking the story, but I think 2-3 weeks back, this story had been broken by Mark Gareth, Mike, and he's a reporter for the Daily Telegraph. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. So Rock and David is here to see to it that all really goes on well as planned, and I can really let you know that it's really a big story that Man United is in for this fantastic Premier League proven player who has been scoring goals for fans at Brentford. And guess what? He is really ready to really take United to the next level in there. Now, on the 4th of May, Mike M. Greth told us that Man United are ready to join the rest to sign Mbeumo, with Brentford wanting around £60 million for the forward. You understand? Then he also added and said, Brentford forward Bryan Mbeumo high on the list of potential targets as Amorim looks to bolster squad, with Wolves Ekuna also in the frame. And this was said on the 4th of May as United was still really chasing in for Matheus Cunha. But as we speak right now, Matheus Cunha is already a player at Manchester United. And looks like United is working so much onto its forward line. And this is what I went ahead to let you know that if our Manchester United, a center forward wouldn't have gone ahead, obviously be my problem, because if I get in Matheus Cunha, he can play as a center forward, he can play behind the center forward, Zexi can do the same, Rasmus Højlund can lead the line. So if at all I have those three center forwards, why would I obviously go ahead and obviously sign in a player to obviously lead the line? I think the best thing to do is to get in players like Mbeumo, who can obviously do the needful and really create chances and really score goals. Because for Mbeumo, we all know that he creates chances and he scores goals. For example, this season in the Premier League, Bryan Mbeumo has scored 20 goals and created 7 chances. Last season, he played 25 games, 9 goals and 6 chances. 2022-2023 season, Mbeumo went ahead to obviously play 38 games, scored 9 goals and made 8 assists. His first season in the Premier League, that was 2021-2022 season, he had to go in for 35 games, 4 goals and 7 assists. Now, that means if you're at Brentford and you're really scoring like that, that means when you're coming throughout the club of Manchester United, you can really get in more and more chances. And age is on his side. He's 25 years of age, turning 26 years of age on August 7th this year. That is Bryan Mbeumo for you. So, Manchester United is interested in the player. And when you look at how he plays, he can play as a right wing back. He can also play as another player behind the number 9. Now, when you look at Mbeumo and him coming to Manchester United, it sends me a picture, or it sends a message to me that the manager of Manchester United is ready to make Amadi Diallo the right wing back, and get Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha to play into the 2 number 10 roles, and Mbeumo will be played as a right number 10, and then Cunha played as a left number 10. Maybe Bruno Fernandes will be dropped into the double pivot alongside Manuel Ugarte, if at all we don't get in any midfielder. But as it stands, if Mbeumo comes to Manchester United, it will be really a very good addition to the club of Manchester United. But what has been the breaking story today? It has gone ahead to come in through from the man known as Jacob's Ben. He has told us that Man United have held talks with Bryan Mbeumo. Brentford value Mbeumo around £50 million. So that means the price of Bryan Mbeumo is between £50 to £60 million, right? And if we are to get in Mbeumo at that price, I think it's not bad. It's not bad, but the big question is, what will we be left with? But the beauty is that now United has 2 homegrown players that they've decided to sell. One is Marcus Rashford, the other is Alejandro Garnacho. Sell Marcus Rashford for £40 million and sell Garnacho for £50 million, you'll be having close to £100 million of pure profit that you can use to bring in Mbeumo, get in another midfielder, and maybe a centre forward if at all you feel like you want to get in one. So I think United is really on a good track, and we are waiting to see how these talks are really gonna end. But all I know is Mbeumo is a very good player, but we are not the only team that is interested in Bryan Mbeumo. That is it. Very many teams are in for Bryan Mbeumo, and United is there, Arsenal is there, Liverpool is there, Chelsea is there, is it even Man City, Newcastle? They're like 8 Premier League teams that are really playing on Europe, and those that really perform better than us that are interested into Bryan Mbeumo. For Newcastle, you know how the other Uruguayan player who used to play as a right attack midfielder left, and they haven't wanted to replace him, and they want to bring in a player, and them being in the Champions League will be very attractive destination for this guy. But it will depend on how Man United really present their deal to Bryan Mbeumo. But I believe he's a very good player. He can also be played as a right wing back, by the way, because of his pace and his intensity. His mentality is really out of this world, and it really sends you a message that maybe Bruno Fernandes is for sale, because the side of Manchester United is tempted to sell Bruno Fernandes for £100 million drops onto their negotiation table with the Saudi Pro League team that needs the captain of Manchester United. And at the age of 30, 31, if Bruno agrees to go there, I think you let him go. Get in Mbeumo, get in Cunha, have Kobe Mainoo, have Amadi Diallo into that position. They can produce better results in the system, because Bruno has shown us that in this system he won't really run things well, and we need explosive players like Mbeumo and Matthias Cunha to play behind the centre forward to really do the needful and really kill off these games. So we wait and see how that pans out, but United will have a lot to do to convince this lad to play for our team. You understand? So we are waiting to see how things really pan out, but Manchester United is in for Mbeumo, and it's really a very big deal for the club of Manchester United. So I think Amorim has now agreed with me that the problem at Manchester United is not a centre forward. Our creative department really lacks. If Cunha is in and Mbeumo comes in too, I tell you, would have gone ahead to bring in players that have gone ahead to score close to 40 goals in their season, in the last season that we've gone ahead to conclude. And most of those have gone ahead to coming through from the Premier League. And Mbeumo is really very explosive. Though I don't know to it that we can really bring him on, because very many clubs are really in for the player. So we wait to see how United will really deal with this deal, and if it's all about and if it's all about sell to buy, then we'll need to obviously need some time and take some time for this to obviously happen, because I really look at these things and really ask myself, is Man United, having the money to spend right now? Because if we can't sell Rashford early enough and Garnacho early enough, then you won't be having a lot of money. But maybe the departures of Eriksen, Lindelof, and John Evans will obviously create space for the club of Manchester United, maybe to have some money, because for Lindelof and John Evans plus Eriksen leaving, they are creating space of close to 25 million pounds plus in their salaries that they've been earning at Manchester United. That means we can use that amount of money saved to really put in a deposit of like 10 million pounds, and then say we'll pay the rest of the money for the contract we'll give this guy. Because I know if he's turning 26 this year in August, we can offer him a contract of close to 5 years with a further option of 1 year that can keep at Manchester United until he's 32, and we can really be paying like a 10 million pounds per year, and I think with him, United will be good to go. So that is all about Mbeumo to Manchester United. Talks have gone ahead to commence, and We wait to see whether they will advance and see to it that we get the best out of the best from this deal. But it's really a very nice chase for the club of Manchester United. Though, as I've already told you, I would go in for a central midfielder who can obviously partner with Ugarte, and that would be a number 6. The likes of Ederson, Bruno Guimaraes, you know, that will be hard to convince him to come to Manchester United because Newcastle is playing in the Champions League. But I tell you what, we need a CDM that can obviously come and really be there, because Casemiro is going to be here, but all I want to let you know is simple: the lad can't really be there for when we need him in there. Now, Erik ten Hag, it's official, signs in as new Bayern Leverkusen head coach, replacing Xabi Alonso. 2-year deal until 2027, as Ten Hag was already the main candidate. That is it. So Erik ten Hag has been named the new manager for Bayern Leverkusen. Replacing who? He's replacing a man known as Xabi Alonso, who has been unveiled today as the manager of Real Madrid. And for how long is he going to be there for the contract? 2 years. They've given him a contract of 2 years. And if he impresses his bosses, then he'll have all what it takes to keep himself at the job. That is Erik ten Hag for you. And then Ten Hag has come out and obviously said the following about his new job at Bayern Leverkusen. He said, Bayern Leverkusen is one of the best clubs in Germany and also belongs to the expanded European elite. The club offers excellent conditions. The talks with those responsible have impressed me very, very much. Now, we wait to see how Erik ten Hag is obviously going to behave in the Bundesliga. We will not eat that they won the Bundesliga last season. You know that very well. And they've been competing with Bayern Munich this season, and they're into the Champions League. So we are waiting to see how that happens. But it comes in through at Bayern Leverkusen. They're losing some of their best players. One who is leaving goes by the names of Florian Wirtz. He's going to Liverpool, first bid in. And the other one who has already left is Jonathan Tah, and he's at Bayern Munich. So wait to see who Ten Hag is obviously going to be signing in. But he is now the new manager of Bayern Leverkusen. Your reactions to Mbeumo to Man United talks, comments are welcome in the comment section below. We out. Bye-bye. And do you think Erik ten Hag will obviously do the best job at Bayern Leverkusen? Is he the best fit for Alonso's blank boots? We out.